pretty crunch. So
I think everyone had a crush on Topanga.
girls and guys.
I did too.
Girls and guys. I don't think there's
I
anybody.
know. I
had
did
more
too.
of a crush on
I'm
Topanga
straight,
than
I
I did
swear.
Corey.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone had a crush on their relationship because it was just so sweet.
One of the best, probably, in television. It really was.
Yes, definitely.
Can't argue with that. So, Sal, any other thoughts here?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I guess I'll go with my number 4, which I'm going to go to Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Kitty!
Mainly because he's a big guy. He is a goofball. He loves to make everybody laugh, but he also got a heart of gold. Yeah, everyone thinks he's a scary guy, ends up being a guy with a heart of gold. And I've always been told I look like a bear, but I'm a lovable bear. So, in relation, that is me in cartoon form, in my personal opinion. I've said that for a long time.
And on a personal note, most of the time when he goes into CJ's room, he ends up scaring him.
Hey! Okay, any other thoughts on Sully?
That's funny.
I have always loved Sully. I was in high school, and I was the weirdo with the Sully pillow and the Sully figures, and just because I loved him so much. I loved him in the little tie towards the end of the movie. And, like, I'm really, really, really upset they're not making a sequel because I really wanted Sully in a tie for the whole movie.
You haven't had to have to hear Sully get a tie?
And the other thing he has to hear a lot is, twins in a bunk bed.
We do this all the time. We really do.
So cute.
But on a side note, we're taking CJ to go see Monsters University on July 4th, and I think I might be more excited about it than him.
I'm looking forward to it, too. Any comments on Sully from you guys?
I
Sully's
love
awesome.
him. I do.
He's just a big lovable guy. He's awesome.
All right. Sal, go for it. Number 3.
My number 3 is the lady with 70 feet of hair, Rapunzel. She's sheltered. She feels the need to break free and explore the world. I was very sheltered as a child. I totally can relate to her.
All right, I can see that.
Boo, she's an honorable mention of mine for the same exact reason.
I can see that one, Sal. I really can. Brie, Rapunzel, comment?
Tangled is one of my absolute favorite Disney films. I remember when I went to see that in the theater, I didn't think it would be as good as it was because I felt the marketing was kind of poor for it.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
but oh my
I haven't
goodness,
watched it yet.
You what? Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't, and I want to, and I haven't watched it yet.
I really wanted to watch it one night, and I put it on, and Christian was like, whatever. And then he ended up falling in love with it. I really like the fact that it markets to both boys and girls because there are very few quote-unquote princess movies that I think boys can sit and watch. And I think that with Flynn and the horse, I can't think of his name.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah, I think that he really loved it, and the action at the end really got to him too, and I fell for Rapunzel for the same reason Sal did. And I think she looks super cute with her short hair, just saying.
She does. I love it. And the whole lantern scene too. When I was in the theater, I went to see it in 3D, and as soon as the lanterns came up, I just bawled. I just started crying hysterically.
I love that scene so much.
Oh, wow. I do have to watch this movie. This funny part is you're describing Tangled just like you were talking about Sophia the First with CJ, too.
Yeah, I think that Tangled is a movie kind of like Sophia the First, where it's really cool because it brings a more feminine side to boys.
Yeah. Yeah, CJ started loving that show now, so watch it every day now. So,
Wow.
okay. Brie, number 3.
My number 3 is actually Piglet. Yeah. Once again, he's very small and he's very nervous about things. He overthinks and overreacts, but he is very brave. And he tends to conquer his fears despite wanting to. very tidy, likes to keep things organized. And it's funny because he's not my favorite of the Winnie the Pooh franchise. I adore Eeyore. He's my man.
Love Eeyore.
Yeah, but I loved Piglet in the new Winnie the Pooh film that came out a couple of years ago. I loved him in that.
Piglet, honey?
He's not my favorite either. I'm actually a Tigger girl, but I call my son Pooh Bear.
Okay.
But I love Piglet. He's such a sweet character.
It's true. Sal, I heard it all come up.
Yeah.
Okay. Honey, go for it. Number 3.
Okay, my number 3 might be the most shocking one on my entire list because it is Belle.
Wow, that's actually, I thought it was going to be higher. I really did. Go for it.
Oh, honorable mention for Belle.
Belle for me is probably Ariel for you. Beauty and the Beast is my absolute favorite Disney movie of all time. For me, Belle is a bookworm who wasn't looking for love, who had her sights set on what she wanted, and all of a sudden, this beast comes into her life.
Beast, by the way, I want to mention for me, by the way. There's my note right there.
and flips her life upside down, and she kind of forgets about all of her past. And she didn't like him at first.
And she has a quirky dad.
What?
Quirky dad.
Yes.
I never thought of that. Good call, Sal.
Quirky dad. She did not like the Beast at first. Here's a side note: when Blake first came here to visit, I wanted to send him back on a plane as soon as I possibly could.
I never told you that story, Sal. It did happen.
So she ended up falling for him at the end. And then Belle is just so dedicated to her family, almost to a fault. And that is me. Belle would do anything for her father, including put herself in danger. And I've done some things in my past that haven't been the most popular in order to help my family, like give up a scholarship or whatnot. So family oriented to a fault, falls for a weird guy from the other side of the tracks. Belle.
So many words. Any other comments on Belle, Brie?
Oh, she's amazing. She's actually my second favorite Disney princess, right after Ariel. I'm kind of similar to her with the whole bookworm thing and being very loyal to family. She's just gorgeous. And again, Beauty and the Beast is such a wonderful film too.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Sal, comment.
Such a class.
I love Belle. There's a girl that I work with, a fellow cast member, who absolutely loves Belle. I mean, she's just like her. She just got married recently, and she had the Belle wedding dress that was modeled after her yellow ballroom gown. So she makes me not. Yeah, she makes me not like Belle so much because she's so crazy now. But I do agree with the Belle choice.
That is way too cute.
Well, see, then you probably wouldn't like Shrek either had you been to our wedding because we pretty much Shrek'd everyone out.
Yeah, we really did. Okay. All right, well, my number 3 comes from Toy Story, and it's Woody. Mainly because
Yay.
and Sal lived in the crew era to understand where I'm coming from on this one. I was the leader, and I'm the one who actually, again, hates change. You can see a recurring theme here. I was the leader. I hate the change. I hate the fact that I'm the one that gets the crap. And I tried for years to keep the group together to a fault. Probably not the best idea in the world, but at the time it made sense. And I'm extremely loyal when it comes to my friends. It comes to people like that. So the same thing as him. And I totally love him. I always have. Hon, you want to comment?
Yes, and on a side note, Blake was also found in a weird man's pocket who dressed as a chicken.
Don't talk about Tim like that.
I don't know if I want to know the meaning behind that one.
No, Blake was not in a pocket. I was just saying that.
Okay.
I know Sal's laughing over there. Sal,
That's a
comment?
pretty big pocket.
That's why I mentioned Tim. That's why I mentioned Tim. Sal, comments?
I love Woody. I mean, I get mad that Buzz took his thunder, stole his thunder, and yeah. So I know how that feels.
All right. Bree, comment?
I love the Toy Story franchise, so I think Woody is a great pick.
Yeah. Aside from the inside jokes over here.
I think Woody is very, very fitting for you.
I think I do like that one. All right. Actually, I think I used the song from Toy Story for one of our songs in the wedding video, which is why I did it. It worked perfectly. Strange Things. That's what it was.
Yep.
All right. Sal, number 2.
My number 2 was just mentioned before. Eeyore. He's my favorite from the Pooh franchise. He was on my name tag before last year. You know, he's there. He's just like whatever, and he's pessimistic, which I tend to be, and gloomy.
Really,
and,
you?
Pessimistic never. So, and my tail falls off all the time like him.
I'm sorry to hear that. Perhaps you should get some better Velcro.
Do you have a nail? I was wondering.
I did, and then I got a tetanus shot, and I wasn't allowed to do it again.
Great answer.
All right. Well, Eeyore.
Oh, I am so glad you picked Eeyore, Sal. I'm so glad that someone said Eeyore. He's just, he's so close to my heart. I'm looking at a doll I have in my room right now of him with a Velcro tail. I absolutely love him.
That's awesome. Awesome. Honey, Eeyore?
I think all of us have a little bit of Eeyore.
We
in
do.
us,
I have an Eeyore t-shirt.
Especially on Monday mornings. I think we all channel our inner Eeyore.
Uh-huh. That's very true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I might start wearing my Eeyore shirt on my work shirt at work on Mondays.
Yeah.
So I forgot I had that until I just mentioned it. All right. Bree, what you got? Number 2.
My number 2 is Dory from Finding Nemo.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, yay,
I
good
love
choice.
Dory.
She is amazing. Like, no matter what, she stays optimistic. She feels horrible when she realizes that she forgot something, and that is completely me. Whenever I forget somewhere I have to be or something, I start crying because I'm devastated that I forgot it, and that's why I need to carry a notepad with me. Anyway, so she's very scatterbrained, and I love her mantra to just keep swimming, and I started using that in life because when you hit a roadblock, you have to just keep going. So I have part of Dory within me.
That's an awesome pick. It really is an awesome pick. Oh my God, it's been a while.
I love Dory. I love Just Keep Swimming. I think that's absolutely adorable. For me, I didn't put Nemo on my list, but looking back, I can kind of see it in the same way as Rapunzel, where he's kind of sheltered, just wants to find adventure.
Yeah.
I have to say, Blake has a little bit of Marlin in him.
I was going to say I'm forgetful like Dory, too, though. I'm extremely forgetful.
Yes.
Yeah, I've started writing everything down, too, so I understand that one.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just as bad when it comes to memory problems, so I get it. So, all right. Honey, go for it. What do you got?
Okay, as Belle was the most shocking, my number 2 is going to be the most surprising.
Go for it.
I'm going to go with Ariel.
Wow. Okay.
There we go.
I think I understand this, but go ahead, honey. Explain.
Ariel was very sheltered and just yearned to find the outside world. And when she found it, it wasn't necessarily everything that she expected it to be, but she did find Eric and ended up bringing him back into her own habitat, and I did kind of the same thing, which is why Blake is here and not in New Jersey. But just
one of the many reasons.
Just the whole story of finding herself and searching and seeing everything almost through a child's eyes, where everything is brand new and different, and thingamabobs and
Dingle hoppers.